I don't know where this pod is going to take me, but I wanted to get this off my chest while it was fresh. What's going on, y'all? There's no episode number. It's just a quick, off the dome, on my heart podcast. I'm recording this because I really wanted to take time. One, I'm setting this up because I got some stuff I'm getting ready to do in about an hour. But I also set it up because when you get a message, you sometimes find yourself compelled to say, you really need to get this message to hit home. And I notice I've been saying this more on my last few podcasts, so I guess I need to really make it a conversation and really make it like a statement and or a bold statement. And that is like, we really gotta balance out really push for that greater version of us. That's one part of it. But the added part to it that I think I really want to bring home or really put to the forefront is don't get so tied up in trying to do greater and get better that you're missing out or ignoring the things that you are getting done. A lot of us achieve so many accomplishments and we look at ourselves and think, well, I'm not where I want to be. I feel like I should be doing this, or I feel like I should be working on that. But the reality is, if you really take time and just stop and really look back at what you've done or what you've accomplished or what you've overcame, you got a lot more done than you realize. And sometimes you have to take that time and knowing like, hey, I did it. I'm doing it. I'm in a great space. A greater space is coming. I'm ready for growth. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for a successful me. But don't feel like the world is coming to an end because you didn't get said thing done or you didn't hit these goals in this timely manner when you also are trying to deal with like your own internal thoughts. Our mental check-ins with ourselves are very important. Mental check-ins with other people is great, don't get me wrong. But a lot of times that true mental check-in with ourselves and just taking time to really look at ourselves and look through ourselves and see what we're doing or what we need to do to get through whatever it is that's going on can be a lot more challenging than meets the eye. And sometimes we ignore that because I think we're so pressed on, we got to become the greater us. We got to work hard. We got to become better. We got to improve. We got to succeed. And it's not going to happen if I don't get these things done. The reality is, if you get them done or not, it's not, the world won't come to an end. The world will keep moving. Life will keep moving. Your routine is going to be consistent. Your friends are going to still be your friends. Folks are going to be around that are meant to be around. Space is going to be made for those who are meant to have space. And that's something that we have to, as people, really take time to understand. Like, it's not the end of the world if everything doesn't, quote unquote, go our way or happen in this timely manner. Like, there are times when things may need to be given that pause, or we may need to be given a pause. Like, we don't. I'm in a little bit of a all around way of saying it, but sometimes we need those moments of just relax, calm, value. Like the storm, we hear the song, the storm is over, the storm is coming, the storms are brewing, all of that. But the reality is, like, the calm usually happens before the storm because you don't know that there's a storm coming. So you're usually in a chill space. And then boom, it's a storm. And it's not like I'm not referring to like the physical storm. I'm referring to things in your life will seem like they're going good. Everything's on like a level playing field. Stuff working out. You're getting yourself in order. You're getting your life right. You're getting your mind right. You're getting your body right. Your spirit right. All of that is in its working progress. But then you look and you're like, dang, this one thing just comes and hits me out of the blue. And I ain't prepared to handle it. But the reality is, we sometimes are more equipped to handle them more than what we are experiencing. I'm usually always, I like to share different songs or different thoughts, but he'll never put more on us than we can bear. Like, life puts things in front of us with the intent that we have the ability to do it. It just comes down to what changes we're going to make to get that thing done. And that's the important piece that's left out of the equation sometimes. So I know I'm like I said, this is an impromptu pod. This is going to be a quick rant. It's nothing extravagant. It's nothing ooh, ah. We got outlines, topics, discussions, content. But I wanted to at least get this audio on, like, get this idea or thought on wax and share it with you all because we all are in our spaces. We're in our routines. We're trying to get stuff together. We're figuring it out. A friend of mine who I haven't talked to in a while, she made this comment, and it's something that has stuck with me. We're all in our own personal spaces and our own personal avenues of trying to figure this thing out called life, and we're all going about it in our own way. It's nothing wrong with listening to what others tell you or receiving any feedback that's provided, but sometimes you may have to just take a moment and like step back and just figure it out on your own. And you just have to be open to doing that. So that's all I got. I'm not gonna hit y'all with anything crazy. Hopefully in the next few weeks, I'll get some intros and outros done, and we'll get some revamping of content and things of that nature. I will let you all know this now because I like to be transparent in my podcast and with my platform. September, I'm taking a break, and I know it's coming. Why you need to announce that you're taking a break? Just take a break already. Get it over with. But the reality is, I don't want anyone anticipating any content to come, and there's no content. I want to make September my month. Obviously it's my birthday month, but most importantly, I don't want to feel tied to utilizing platforms that I don't need to allow to consume me mentally, physically, emotionally. And I've done that and paid the price for it. And I had somebody who I work with who gave me a reminder saying like, hey, you may need to like take a break. Don't feel like you're compelled to do it. I even had somebody that's broken it down to me on possibly doing shows every other week. I thought about that, but then that also means if I do shows every other week, you're getting at least a 2-hour show. And if y'all want that, I'm okay with that, but it's just a matter of making sure we get the content that's going to benefit the listeners. And I know I always say we like it's a group of us talking and it's just me, but we as in me, the presenter, and you all as the presentee or the listeners of the presentation. So that's all I got. I know I said I was going to stop at like 5 minutes, but obviously I kept going. So y'all have an amazing day. It is Thursday, aka Little Friday, as I always like to call it. But you are enough. You are here with a purpose. And as I've made and I'm sharing as a hashtag, your better you is waiting. Like, the better you is waiting. And if you ain't trying to do it, somebody else gonna do it because you sitting there straddling along playing games. So just remember that and keep that in mind. Y'all have a good one.